Hi guys, it's Conomics here. It's the day after the night before, as it were, so this is episode 2 of the social experiment. And really I just want to try to set this in a little bit of context for you with regard to what my colleague and I are actually trying to do. Those of you who are studying A-level economics will appreciate that the new A-level specification, or at least some of the new A-level specifications, have behavioural economics returning to the specification for the first time in quite some years. And so our little investigation relates to some of the theory which is identified on some of that new specification material. So, there are many different forms of behavioural economics. The one that we are focusing on primarily is to do with whether or not consumers make rational decisions. So for example, this lovely Conomics mug, which I'm using here, let me just show you that, make sure you can see it in full Technicolor. That has a certain price, and of course I'm willing to make a rational decision. I know what the price is. I'm willing rationally, because I've got all the information. I know what the mug is, I know what's on it, I know what it'll do for me, and so it's a fairly rational decision to pay whatever it was I paid for it. I think it was $4.95, absolute bargain, Conomics fans. But the other thing is, of course, some people make decisions every day which are distinctly irrational. So for example, if you were, as my grandparents are for example, if you were a smoker, now they know, consumers of tobacco products know, that tobacco is not a good substance to be consuming. Nonetheless, they decide irrationally to continue to purchase cigarettes, cigars, pipes, whatever it may be. So that's an irrational decision. That's a consumer behaviour decision. It's, one would say, on the basis of all knowledge, that's an irrational choice. I would like you to look at what's coming shortly in the footage which follows this brief little introduction, this setting the scene, and to just consider in what way Mr. Ridley and I are potentially making an irrational decision. I don't want to say any more than that at this time. Come to see me and tell me what you think. Okay, Conomics community, that's it for today. I'm sorry my dear colleague can't be with us for this little intro, but hopefully next week and you'll enjoy some of the footage which is about to follow this short clip. Okay, that's it for now, and bye for now. Good evening, subscribers.
Good evening.
And welcome to the second episode, the second installment, as it were,
It is indeed.
in the social experiment. You can see in the background here we have the central station in Newcastle. That should give you a little bit of a clue as to where we're headed to next. So shall we make our way?
Venture this way?
Yes. So here we have on the right hand side we have somewhere called the Town Wall.
Potential second venue.
Potentially, yes. What's the food like in there, Mr.
I think
Ridley?
they do a burger.
Nice, nice, because that's all we want, a simple burger. And here we are, the destination for this evening, which is a little place called, I'm not sure if you can see there, let me just zoom in on that. I think it's the lighting, ladies and gentlemen, you can't see it properly. There we go, that's better, the Fourth. So,
Come on Mr. Clark, let's go for a burger.
Let's go. So then, Conomics community, here we are, and this is the menu. This has turned out to be a little bit more complex than we initially thought. The possibility of getting, just as Mr. Ridley said, a plain old burger, that does not seem to be possible. All burgers are made by hand, char grilled to order, served in a bun with lettuce, tomato, mayo. All burgers are served with burger sauce and fries. But then, Mr. Ridley, build your own burger. This really throws a spanner in the works of rational behavioural economics choice theory, this does.
So if I take you through the menu of what we're going to go for, 2 British beef burgers with a cheddar on the top, and we're going to go for some onion rings and some winter slaw here, which I think is coleslaw.
Okay, and who's paying this week, Mr. Ridley?
This week is a
Subscribers, a couple of satisfied customers there.
The highlight for me was definitely the onion rings. I know we're not meant to be mentioning the onion rings.
Yeah, stop mentioning the onion rings, Mr. Ridley, will you please?
The downside is I had a tomato in. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes in a burger.
I thought the onion rings viewers were a little bit cold, personally. What about any further feedback, Mr. Ridley? I thought the quality of the actual burger was certainly on a par with our #1 favourite at the moment, the what's it called again? The Gentleman.
Yes, indeed. And over the meal, we've had a good, interesting discussion about.
So what we'd like to do is we're going to give this a rating, but we're going to use the next numbers to rate, and we're going to use today as the base year, as it were, the base number. So today's base number is
number 21.
21. Now you can't actually see that with the lighting in here, but that does say viewers 21.